From Connecticut's news leader, this is NBC Connecticut Today at 11. Connecticut's only local news in high definition.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us for the news at 11, our very first broadcast in high definition. I'm Brad Graves.
And I'm Yvonne Nava. We are unveiling our brand new look and our news station right now, NBC Connecticut HD.
Definitely a big day. After 55 years in the old studio, this is a new start in a new state-of-the-art studio.
You better believe.
You've been a very busy man all morning long, Bob.
Not only moving all my stuff out after 55 years, but also watching the weather, too.
Susan Goodman live in New Haven with reactions. Susan.
Well, Brad, those hearings resumed at 9:30 this morning, and the very first questions from Senators to Sonia Sotomayor were about the Frank Ricci case. Live in New Haven at our studio on the Green, Susan Goodman, NBC Connecticut News. Back to you, Yvonne.
A Waterbury resident has become the state's 7th person to die from swine flu. And that's according to an article this morning in the Republican American. Now, the patient died Tuesday at St. Mary's Hospital and is said to have been chronically ill and between the ages of 80 and 89.
Some Norwich high schoolers say they've come up with a plan to reopen the YMCA of southeastern Connecticut. The students are part of the Strive program this summer at the Norwich Free Academy. It's a pretty big day around here. After 55 years in the old brick building, a new start in a new state-of-the-art studio. We will take a closer look at the road that was traveled to get us to this special day.
You're watching NBC Connecticut News in high definition. We'll be right back. 8 people have been arrested in a Florida home invasion that resulted in the death of a couple known for adopting special needs children. Police in Pensacola are still looking for another suspect who is believed to have been involved in the deaths of Bird and Melanie Billings.
More than a week has passed now since Michael Jackson's public memorial service in Los Angeles, but questions still remain about who will raise the singer's 3 young children. Today, we are finally sharing our brand new building with you, but for us here at NBC Connecticut, this transition has been a year and a half in the making.
It appears. Today, we have a closer look behind the scenes of this ambitious building project. NBC Connecticut's Lisa Carver has more.
Since the year 1953, this building has been home to Connecticut's local NBC station. Political reporter Tom Monahan has been an employee for more than 4 decades.
It's been kind of like a home away from home for me for 2/3 of my life.
But 4 years ago, design work began on a new home for NBC Connecticut.
3, 2, 1,
And a year and a half ago, ground was broken on the project. The new location sits on the same plot of land as the old building.
I mean, it's an amazing project and an amazing opportunity for anyone who gets to work on something like this.
There was first the construction phase. The blasting and building. 70 tons of steel were brought in for this building.
That is 2/3 of the project, and the last third is making it a TV station.
This isn't a first-time experience for our Director of Technology and Engineering, Keith Barbaria. Before coming here, he played a key role in redesigning the Today Show studio.
The room might be smaller, but the gear and the equipment they're using is exactly the same. The quality will be exactly the same.
Our studio and our newsroom are one big room. There's 14,000 square feet of usable space here.
It's an open facility, second floor mezzanine that overlooks all glass front offices. It was built with the idea of teamwork and collaboration, where you can see where everyone is, everyone works together, and it's open communication.
And then there's the technology. When stretched out, all these wires measure 95 miles in length.
With state-of-the-art equipment, we waited until the very end to purchase everything to make sure we were getting, you know, the latest version of whatever it was.
I'm just still getting used to the computer. I've taken care of the mouse, so that works pretty well, and I can get in and out. So the technology is here.
That's right, Mr. Monahan. NBC Connecticut is the first TV station in Connecticut to broadcast in high definition.
It's the detail. It's twice the resolution of what you're used to seeing. The colors pop, pictures look beautiful. It's closer to what your eye sees and less what a camera sees.
And in keeping an eye toward the future, NBC was forward thinking on energy efficiency in this new facility.
We tried as hard as we could in every aspect to make a green choice, down to recycled material for the carpet. We have a white roof, which reflects the sunlight and reduces the load on the HVAC system. I'd say half or a little more of our studio lights are fluorescent dimmables, so again, drawing less electricity and less heat for the studio.
All lights are on sensors. We have automatic faucets and self-powered flush valves in our toilets. And when our old building comes down, as much of it as possible will be recycled.
From Connecticut's news leader, this is NBC Connecticut News at 11. Connecticut's only local news in high definition.
So as we step into the future, we do so with excitement and pride.
Finally, a station that's worthy of the town it's in and the state that we service.
To be honest with you, I didn't think in my time that I'd see it. You know, NBC coming in and stepping up and doing it, it's gorgeous.
By the way, you look slimmer in high def, and it's added hair to my head, so it's all
It's a win-win.
It's all good.
From Connecticut's news leader, this is NBC Connecticut Today at 11, the state's only local news in high definition.
Good morning again, and thanks for joining our first broadcast in high definition. Now to our top story at 11:30. They are some of the most serene places in the town of Seymour.
But lately, they've been on the hit list for vandals there. NBC Connecticut's Jeff Stecker is here now with the latest. Jeff.
Well, picnic tables in the water, graffiti on benches, a fish food dispenser smashed. That's just some of the destruction at two parks in Seymour. And the people that care for these places say they've had just about enough. The Land Trust is offering a $500 reward for any information leading to the vandals. In the meantime, volunteers say that they'll patrol these parks the best that they can to keep the vandals out. Jeff Stecker, NBC Connecticut News.
You're watching NBC Connecticut News in high definition. We'll be right back.
On the Health Watch today, a new study on a common heart bypass procedure suggests it may increase the risk of heart attacks and deaths over a 3-year period.
Well, after more than a year at sea, the youngest person to sail alone around the world returns to land today.
At 16, I bet he didn't have a curfew when he was out at sea.
No, probably
Must
not.
have been nice. Welcome back, everyone. This beautiful Thursday morning, you're watching NBC Connecticut HD.
Well, if you're thinking of getting away this fall, now might be a good time to book that flight. Southwest Airlines and Air Tran are both expanding their fare sales. Air Tran is offering some flights through December for as low as $39 one way. Southwest is offering $49 flights through mid-November. As always, check for blackout dates and other restrictions before you book.
We have some storms coming in, and they could pack a punch as we go through the late afternoon into this evening. Time for Taste of Today in our new kitchen.
That's right, Bob. We are just cooking things up here with Chef Chris Prosperi from Metro Beast. And what do you think about our new digs and our new kitchen? What do you think?
I'm in heaven.
I know, I saw you. You were moving around, opening everything up.
And look at the gorgeous glass tile.
It's gorgeous.
I'm in heaven.
Can't wait to taste it. Thank you so much, and I'm sure you want to taste it at home. Now, we've been showing off our new world-class studio, our building, all week long. And I gave our friend Christine Lee from WTIC from radio a tour earlier this week, and she checked it out, and she really seemed to like it. Everything is open, too. I don't know how that's not the way it is in your office, but...
Oh, no. It's closed down, tight, cramped quarters. It doesn't feel this creative. I mean, you feel like you're in CNN newsroom. You feel like you're in New York. It's very, very futuristic.
That's right. CNN has nothing on us.
Selling stuff to try to close that budget gap.
Tell you what, that's a whole other topic. The budget gap is huge. Some of the showers in Western Connecticut, maybe not quite that big. So there's a look at your 5-day.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm a little winded from running to the kitchen and back, upstairs, downstairs. No, I'm just kidding. But
you got a big tour today of our new HD studio. Let's give you a peek around. This is our new NBC Connecticut HD studio and newsroom. We'll show you various shots. You can see just how big it is. We are having a ball. We, as you might imagine, have been rehearsing in here for a long time. But it feels so good to be on the air. We hope that you enjoy the experience. We think it's a hugely improved viewer experience, and it certainly is great for us. The newsroom is awesome.
It really does feel like the first day of school, and I brought my backpack. Did you, Brad? You, Bob?
I brought an extra sandwich.
Oh, you did?
Yes,
you didn't share with me. This is so nice. I'm very excited. Bob, how do you feel about that?
I am very relieved. that's for sure.
One down, thousands to go. The new NBC Connecticut HD. We're glad you were here for our debut. We'll see you back here tonight at 5, and we'll see you tomorrow morning at 5 as well. Have a great one.